Let's talk this through by speaking on this security situation by speaking with the security and intelligence consultant, Abuh Adams, who is joining me via Zoom from Lagos State. Thank you so much for joining us on TVC News this time.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be with you this afternoon.
Right, quickly, let's look at some of the huge amount of money that was actually made from kidnapping. We talked about the 653.7 million naira, which was paid in ransom in the period of 1 year. How do you react to this? That's quite huge, isn't it?
My reaction is that terrorists and bandits are bringing the economy of the country to its lowest ebb. Don't forget that the people that are churning out this amount of money, this is money that could have been available for investment in one way or the other. Don't forget, even farmers in some parts of the Northwest, they contributed at one time 400 million to enable them to go to the farm. But how true it is that they have allowed them to go to the farm. So it is something that is very worrisome, and it's something and that is why we have always called that let us continue, everybody, to join hands to intensify to win this war. If we don't win this war, it will bring us on our knees. It has caused a lot of even food shortages, that is food insecurity, and so many other security challenges across the country.
Looking at the report that we took earlier before this particular story, where the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, ordered the deployment of security forces to waterside security arrangement to cover all schools, hospitals, and other public places. How realistic do you think this will be in order to stem the kidnapping and other insecurity issues? How realistic do you think it's going to be? Because we've got just less than 400,000 police officers. Is it possible?
That is the truth. As unrealistic as it looks like, but we have to do something. And don't forget that we have called over the years that we need to step up our recruitment and training exercise for the security forces. And even to add insult to injury, anytime now, soon, ASU might call up their strike. Higher institutions will go back to, will resume. And so there will be more schools to be, students to be protected. And the IDPs are still there for us to be doing something. I want us to, in the Northeast, the civilian JTF are very, very active, in supporting the fighting forces. I think we need to develop this across the country, where there is identified civilian fighting for supporting the various security, agencies that are prosecuting this war.
And a particular body from the United States who are concerned Africans have actually urged the federal government to ensure, or the state governments, especially in the Southwest, to arm Amotekun, the Amotekun Corps, rather than spending the money on the federal government security agents, the police and the Nigerian army, that they should rather channel all of these resources in order to enhance the efficiency of Amotekun. Do you think that's the way to go?
No, that is completely. The idea that they should not support the federal force. As of today, the Amotekun functions are still complementary to the security forces, as long as there's no law for them to carry that kind of sophisticated arms that they need to fight this war. Whatever they are doing is just like the civilian JT. So I think until the formal state police is established, they should continue to support the federal forces that are with them. But another thing I want to also add is that the National Assembly is docile about the responsibility of other tiers of government to security agencies. For God's sake, I don't know why they cannot legislate for state governments and local government to make contribution, which will be official, to support the security forces that are established by the federal government, pending, of course, when state police, will be allowed to be established in this country.
Well, thank you very kindly. Security and intelligence consultant, Abuh Adams. Thank you.
Thank you, Ismail.